Welcome to raigurukul.com. In this video, we'll discuss about integration testing. So, integration testing is one of the very important components because any applications which is built by the development team was not built by any single user or single developer. So, every developer will build some sort of module and post that we will integrate it. After integrations, how the application will we have we are testing in integration testing. So we'll see here what is integration testing, why to require integration testing, advantages, challenges, integration testing techniques and approaches in detail. If you are visiting this channel first time, please hit like and subscribe button so that whenever we'll upload any components, it will get notified to you. And if you want to learn about software testing, please follow our software testing playlist. I will also include the URL in description tab so that it will be easy for you to refer. So first of all, what is integration testing? The meaning of integration testing is simple. Integrate or compose one unit test module at a time and test the behavior as composed unit. The main functions or goal of this test is to test the interface between units or modules. We usually do integration test after unit test. Once all the individual units are built and tested, we start combining this unit test module and start integration testing. The main functions or goal of this test is to test the interface between units or module. So let's consider one example here. This is our raigurukul.com website. So every modules or menu sections is having different components. All these components will be not built together or not even built by a single developer. These components will be built by a different developers and post that it will be integrated. So after integrations of different modules, generally we are verifying how the system is behaving. Once the integration will be done, there should be not broken links are available and there will be not having any defects. So generally verifying the each and every components in detail post doing integration testing on each of the modules. So you can see here these are the modules which is available. So for doing the or performing the testing of these modules will be required enough amount of time and resources. So this is how integration testing will be done and each and every components will be thoroughly tested. Now coming back to the why we need integration testing. When we will feel the integration testing is complex and requires some development and logical skill, that's true. Then what the purpose of integration testing into our testing strategy? So generally the testing strategy will be connected to the real world application development because all the complete applications will be not built at once and that should be broken down into small pieces. Sometimes we are working into the agile methodologies. In agile methodologies, each and every components will be built in pieces and post that the logic implemented by one developer is very different from the logic implementation of the other developer. So verifying all the components together after integrations, it is important to verify that logic implementation so that integrations that will not broke the applications or correct values according to started criteria. Often when data is transferred from one model to another, the appearance and structure of the data changes. Some values were appended or removed, causing problems with later modules. Third is the modules also interact with some third-party tools or APIs also needs to be tested to ensure that the data accepted by the API or tools is correct or not. So this is end-to-end flow we are talking about it. Exactly coming back to the same website. So let's say if I'm clicking on the Python, learning on the Python sessions, so I should get an Python components, or if I'm trying to access the software testing components, so software testing components will be available in front of you rather than getting any junk value. So all these components will be thoroughly tested after integration so that we can make sure the functionality of the website or application will be perfectly working fine. A very common problem in testing is frequent requirement changes. Many a time developer deploys the changes without unit testing. Integration testing becomes important at that point of time. So which all advantages of integrations testings are? There are several advantages we have. These tests ensures that the integration modules or components working perfectly fine and the logic is also getting replicated. So consider here we have the tile of informations are available in this website. So these are the tiles which is implemented by the different set of the developers. So if I'm clicking on this tile, this should navigate into the programming sections. If I'm selecting on web development, this should be navigated into the web development, and the content which is available inside the web development which will be relayed to me, because I am majorly interested to know about web development. So this is how the features will work when we are looking in data side of components. Now, integration testing can be started once the module to be tested are available. It does not require the other modules to be completed for testing to be done, as stubs and drivers can be used for the same. It detects the error related to the interfaces. So which all challenges we have in integration testing? The integration testing means testing two or more integrated system in order to ensure that the system works properly. So managing integration testing becomes complex because of the few factors involved, it likes the database, platform, environment, etc. So let's consider the WhatsApp applications. So WhatsApp applications will definitely save the data in some database, and even it will store into the cloud as well. When I am accessing my previous chats, that data should be immediately available without taking delay. Next is images and everything which is delivered to the receiver, that should also visible when I am trying to access it. Database, platform, environment, both are very important components. While integrating any new system with the legacy system, it requires a lot of changes and testing efforts. Some applies while integrating any two legacy systems. Integrating two different systems developed by two different companies is a big challenge as of now. One of the system will impact the other system if any changes are done in any one of the system is not sure. There are various types of integration testing techniques are there. First is black box testing technique and white box testing techniques. So we'll see here approaches of integration testings. There are four key strategies to execute integration testings are big bang, top down, bottom up, and sandwich or hybrid testing. Each approach has benefit and drawbacks. So first is big bang testing. The big bang approach involves integrating all modules at once and testing them all as one unit. Big bang Big Bang testing advantage includes suitability for testing small system. Its ease of identifying errors in such systems, saving time and speeding up application deployment. There are few disadvantages of Big Bang theory are looking in the source of defects can be difficult since different models are integrated as one unit. Big Bang testing is time consuming for large system with numerous units. Testers could miss some interfaces, links or bugs. Now, top-down testing. The top-down testing approach is an incremental approach that involves testing from the topmost or highest level modules and gradually proceeding to the lower modules. The advantage is that it is easier to identify defects and isolate their sources. Testers check important units first, so they are more likely to find critical design flaws. It is possible to create in early prototypes. Disadvantages are the examinations of lower level models can take a lot of time, so tester may not test them adequately or completely. When too many testing steps are involved, the testing process can become complicated. Next is bottom-up testing approach. Also known as bottom to top, integration testing is the opposite of top-down approach. It involves testing lower level model first and then gradually progressing incrementally to a higher level model. This approach is suitable when all units are available for testing. Their advantages are it is easier to find and localize faults, less time is needed for troubleshooting since testers don't have to wait for all models to be available for testing. Disadvantages are testing all models can take a lot of time, so there are maybe delays in releasing the final products. Critical models are tested only in the final stages. Testers may miss some defects and developers may not have enough time to fix found or dead defect. Testing can be complicated if the software consists of multiple low-level units. It is not possible to create an early prototype. Next is sandwich hybrid testing. Sandwich or hybrid integration testing combines the top-down and bottom-up approaches. It uses both stubs and drivers. The advantages are preferably for testing use programs like operating system, other long-term applications. However, the strategy has the following disadvantages. It is complex and costly. A higher level of precision and skills are required for this approach. So that's all from this video. Let's recap the contents. We started with integration testing. We have discussed in detail about integration testing, how to perform, which all approaches we have in this integration testing, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of these approaches. So that's all from this video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within your circle. Thank you for watching.